Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
In this episode of the Discourse of Human Events, Zach, Nick, and Chloe talk about adult store dildos, the Chappelle Show, Key and Peele, M1, the greatest new form of mixed martial arts, and after months of avoiding it, they said, bitch, we're gonna talk about Drumpf. The cast also discusses Netflix and our future sentient overlords, the Roomba, who will destroy us all. We must accept our robot overlords. The world can never be too clean. We must suck up all the dirt on our grimy planet. Heil Roomba! Enjoy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to wag my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look.
All right, 1, 2, 3, dildos. So what were you saying about the drink?
Okay, so what about absinthe now?
It's
What's
delicious.
this mixed drink?
It has the herby kind of taste.
I like herb.
Yeah. And it just add a very good balance to all the sweet syrupy things that you put into a cocktail.
So what's the absinthe in America taste like? Because I've never had it. Like, what is it? What's it classified under?
So
Cordial?
cordial, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's a cordial liquor.
It's
Made out of
kind
fruits
of-
and herbs.
Yeah, it's still kind of under the same catalog as the Jägermeister would be.
Yeah, that's what it really reminded me of, is Jaeger. Like, because it has a really herby type of strong,
Flavor,
herb taste, kind of.
Jaeger's black licorice. How's it?
No.
remind you of that?
Well, that's not all Jaeger is. Read the fucking label. It says it's from like 56 herbs and spices.
Well, I mean, that's what it's supposed to. That's what people describe it as.
Yeah, but it's herby.
It definitely doesn't taste like black licorice, though.
Exactly.
I don't like black licorice, but I like Jaeger. Now I wish I had some Jaeger to drink. Do I have Jaeger in my?
What are you drinking now?
You know what I had before the podcast?
What? Absolute?
Some UDF.
UDF.
What's up?
Is that the ice cream?
United Dairy Farmers. Yeah.
So you're not drinking at all?
I had a waffle cone.
No, that's not going to make for a good podcast, man.
I'm so drunk, man. So wasted.
I need you to stop right now and go
Dude,
take
I'm high-
3 or 4
I'm high
shots
on
of
the-
something.
No, man. I'm high on the vanilla ice cream.
We're pretty much sugar high now.
Yeah, seriously. A lot of this shit has a lot of sugar in it.
you got the sugar high and alcohol.
Yeah. They
If
go
I
together.
had some Jaeger, I probably would have done some of that. But all I have right now is the Everclear, so like it's rough to take that. I've done it a couple times, but for a podcast, that's a rough one.
The one thing I like about California is the liquor is much cheaper than Ohio.
Yeah.
Like all
Is
of
it really?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't have as high a taxes, I assume.
Yeah.
And also they had like this giant ass like
Liquor
grocery store.
Grocery store.
Yeah, like just for liquor.
Just for liquor?
That's
There's
it. Yeah.
Bevmo, which is kind of like a chain store. I see them in LA and also here. They're like the whole store is separated into sections of wine and liquors. You basically, just like Kroger's, basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kroger's
Yeah,
and liquor.
lots of, yeah.
We had like our choice of like 5 to 10 different absinthes to choose from.
Huh. That's kind of weird that there's not a like major chain in Ohio that's just liquor store. Like Kroger's is the closest thing, but not every Kroger has a liquor store.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, we just have like crazy laws. Every state has its own like ridiculous laws around liquor. Like if you ever go to Pennsylvania and try to buy alcohol, it's ridiculous. Like,
Really?
Grocery stores are not allowed to sell it. They're not allowed to sell it after like 6 p.m. or something.
Also,
You
no
can't-
weekends or something.
Yeah, no weekends. It's just absolutely insane.
Can you buy it 24 hours in California?
I don't know. We've never tried buying too late. One thing that was stupid is you can't self-check out. You're not allowed to self-check out. Somebody has to do it for you.
I can see that just for the age thing. It's easier
Yeah,
to get away with that.
But in Ohio, you go show them their ID and they okay it. It's not that hard.
True.
Yeah, because
Yeah, that's true.
on the machine you can't go through it without the actual worker going to, okay with
Right.
you buying
Yeah,
it.
the worker has to come and check your ID if you do buy.
That's
Yeah,
right.
that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that's just Safeway.
Mm-hmm. No. They said that was California's state law.
Maybe because it is easier to steal on a self-checkout.
That's true. Yeah, you probably just... But still, making it illegal, you're just going to steal it.
Yeah, if you're just gonna, yeah, true. You're just
Make
gonna
a
steal
difference.
it. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't matter how you do it.
Yep.
Now you just have to steal it before the self-checkout.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, also, most liquor stores you have to be like 21 or older to even be inside, don't you? Or is that not the true in California?
No.
That's not true in California.
That's not even in Ohio. You can just walk
Yeah,
in.
it
They're
is.
not going to... They don't...
No.
Not, in Ohio, they don't
IDs.
check your ID at the door.
Some,
Yeah, they do.
some store does.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
I've had my ID checked walking into liquor stores.
There's the one,
never have.
I remember there's a
They look old enough. I don't
liquor
know.
store
Yeah.
on High Street.
They're not going to bother checking your ID if you look old enough, unless you're actually going to buy something. You know what I mean? Like,
Gotcha.
if you look 16 years old and you walk in, they're going to be like, "Hey, I need to check your ID." But if you look about 20 or 21, they're not going to bother checking your ID.
All right. I don't shave
Until
often
you buy
enough,
something.
so I probably just don't get checked. Like,
This
Exactly.
40-year-old man's just alcoholic, so we're just gonna let him through. Pretty much.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to waste their time checking people at the door if they think they're 21 or older. But I think it is a law that you have to be that age to even walk in. Just like with porn stores, you have to be 18 or older.
I don't know if I've ever been to a porn store. Like, why have you gone to a porn store?
I
You
never
grew
been
up
to
with the
a porn
internet.
store.
Well, I don't go in there for porn. You don't go...
It's a porn store! What the fuck are you going to a porn store for? It's not for porn.
But you go in there for like lingerie and shit too, man. There's like
With-
sex toys and stuff. You don't go in there for the porn.
Okay, I take that
You
back.
just call
I've
it a
been in
porn
one.
store.
But still never checked.
Adult store, I'm sorry. An
Yeah,
adult store.
it wasn't porn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adult store probably would be more appropriate to describe those because they
Yeah.
do have other things to sell.
Hmm.
Oh, speaking of adult store, there's this thing called the Folsom Street Fair in San Francisco, where it's basically like a exhibition on the street where they have people with leather stuff, whips, S&M bondage, that kind of thing.
It's a street fair for bondage.
Yes, it's a
Yeah.
street fair.
Family friendly.
Bring your
About
kids.
that part, yes. I don't know.
That's
No, I'm pretty-
awesome.
I'm basically just picturing Mr. Slade on the South Park all the time when my coworker described this to me.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't really been there yet, but it's on my calendar.
Is it?
Yeah, I really want to check it out. It's like supposed to be like a world famous that kind of thing. That'd be interesting to see.
Just California is nice and loose about the alcohol and sex stores.
Yeah, I would say
Ohio's
so.
all stuck up about it.
Mm.
In Ohio is so fucking stupid, but I gotta bring it up because every time somebody talks about stupid Ohio laws, I had to bring up these certain laws. So, in a strip club, if they serve alcohol, the women have to wear pasties.
Wait, what?
The little things on their nipples.
Oh,
If you don't serve alcohol, not only can you show nipples, but you can do full nudity.
Because those are so related.
Right? Like, why? It's like if you drink alcohol, you just go crazy because you see nipples. Like,
Oh my god!
the nipples got me crazy.
So basically, everyone gets drunk, then goes to the strip
Yeah.
clubs they want to.
Yeah,
I can
that's
see-
the way you should do it.
I can see
That's
some
actually a really
of the
good
men
idea.
cannot contain themselves after they see the cows.
It really
There's so
just
many
hurts
nipples,
the
about 8
stripping
of them.
business.
What's that?
So it really just hurts the stripping business because it's like you got to decide between alcohol or nipples, and I mean, I'm sure
What's
most
weird
girls
is
go
that they can
alcohol.
get these odd, laws. Like, if they couldn't get that, why couldn't they just be like, make them illegal. Like, there had to be some people on the margin that were like, no, I don't think we should ban them, but I do agree if you have alcohol and you see a nipple, that's not okay.
Yeah, but without the alcohol, vagina and titties are allowed.
Like, who's that guy that got elected?
Who's the guy that settled this one? But and I went to a full nudity one for his birthday. But like the only time we could go happened to be the afternoon.
What'd you see there? What'd you see then? Yeah.
So it was
Some real
only
hotties, I'm sure.
It was a place like right next to the casino.
Okay.
There was the same two girls, because there was only two girls working the afternoon. We're not talking grade A strippers here. And it was full nudity. It got super awkward after like the fourth time, because it's just these two girls rotating in and out. We're like, dude, we should not go to a strip club in the afternoon. Like, lesson learned.
Yeah.
Like, never do that again.
I think that's low lives only. Like,
Out of respect, those two girls probably like working their ass off. I feel like they.
Oh, they're working their ass off. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's like
I don't
Vagina
know.
and titties too.
I gotta assume they're probably mothers to work like the weekday afternoon shift.
So the hours they're available.
Yeah.
You just don't want to.
Because their kids are in school, and then they go, and that's what you're getting.
Extra cash, put food on the table so the kids can be happy.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't want to go into detail. That's just sad stories. Just don't.
Well, it makes me think that at least, you don't get the grade A strippers, but you can also view going to it as a bit of a charity. Because those girls are probably using that money for the kids.
I was donating to charity. That's what we did for Harry's birthday. We donated to charity.
You should be able to write that off on your taxes.
Oh, Jesus.
We should. You're right. I think I'll write that in up for my $250 limit.
Zach, you should start a charity called Feed the Strippers Kid Lunch, that kind of thing. Yeah,
we might need a better name.
Well, probably something like
Meals for Whores Children.
No, I got it. Lunch boxes.
We're not sugarcoating this, alright?
No. I like lunch boxes.
Lunch boxes. I like lunch boxes.
Lunch boxes for foxes.
oh dear.
MILF foxes.
MILF boxes. We're on a roll here.
I feel like it should be lunchbox for cougars, but that just doesn't rhyme.
Yeah, not all of them are going to be foxes, that's for sure.
Giving meals to cougars, not cougars' kid.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, that's ambiguity over there.
Because, you go at night during the evening on a weekend, I feel like you probably get the skinnier girls, but then you're just paying for a drug habit.
I think you just get the range. You get, like, all the women that work. Because they're all contract workers, so they set their own hours. But, like, if they don't work the weekends, they're probably not making money. So you're just going to get the whole staff on the weekend. So you'll get the good ones.
Yeah, everyone trying to make some money.
Yeah, exactly. I bet the better looking ones, obviously, are just going to make more money. Mm-hmm. They're going to get more private dances, because that's where all the money really is when they get private dances for like $20 or whatever it is. Which I still have yet to buy a private dance. At a
I was
strip
about
club.
to say, like, I haven't been to a strip club. Can you describe what the private dance really
You go into a private room and then they dance for you.
So they do the exact same thing they do everywhere else in front of you, except they just take you into a private room and do it.
They strongly insinuate that there's going to be more.
But
there never is.
Or there's no touching.
What's that?
There never is. No. Some of them might let you touch, but from what I've heard, no, for the most part, no. Touching is still not allowed, and they'll kick you out if you do.
Okay.
And I think they have cameras in there to make sure you're not doing anything you're not supposed to.
I see.
So they also heavily regulate that, of course. So that's why I never understood why I'd pay $20 for a private when it's like you get the same thing
Just
in the
feeling
normal
of
area.
the privacy.
Yeah.
I guess.
You don't really see the cameras around you.
Oh, and I hear they grind on you a lot more.
I see.
That's the other, I guess, benefit.
Oh, I know. So that you don't see other people's desperate face, and then imagine that how you look like now.
Yeah, that's true.
It is awkward being in a strip club. That's why I don't really go very often, because it's like, I don't know. It's not a huge turn on for me when there's just a bunch of guys in a room looking at women.
Well, it's better than you're in a room with a bunch of guys looking at each other. Oh, wait a second.
This is true.
Well, yeah, as long as they're dressed.
Nope.
Nope. She's just talking
That's
about
basically
going to locker
just
rooms and hanging
a
out.
board game convention.
Oh, a conference meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Basically any sausage party, a D&D party, anything.
Mm.
So, to switch subjects, I recently discovered M1, which I guess is old, but I just now discovered. I guess it's 2 or 3 years old. But I get M1 stands for medieval.
Okay.
And it takes place in Russia, and they basically
This is a board game?
No.
What
This
is
is
this?
a spectacle.
This is a
A
what?
competition. A spectacle. A competition.
Okay.
They put 2 people in a ring, just like you would MMA, except they're donned in armor, and they have a shield and a blunt sword that they can attack with.
That sounds pretty cool.
Like full armor. It's awesome.
Is this American?
No, it's all
Russia.
it's Russian.
Russian, okay.
It's very entertaining.
Yeah, just
The only
not
thing
very
I don't-
entertaining for the people who participated.
Mhm.
It looks like they enjoy it.
Yeah.
They're probably done with a lot of vodka. I think that's a great idea.
Well, they used to actually do this, back in the days when swords and armor were...
Back in the days, the
The thing.
mortality rate was pretty high.
Yeah, I
For
bet
a
they
reason.
actually did accidentally kill somebody.
Accidentally.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, purposefully.
Yeah, but the one thing I don't like about it, though, is, like, as soon as they go to the ground, it's, like, 2 or 3 strikes and they stand them back up. And I'm like, that's no fun.
What's the point? Like, don't they just lose when they... Like, what are the rules?
So it's, from what I gathered, it's point system. Every strike is basically a point. Takedowns are, like, 3 points.
I see.
And so a lot of them end up going to the point system because they're in full armor, so it's hard to knock them out. Where I think it should just be, make it a shorter match, don't have a clock. The first person that gets in, like, basically what would be a kill position, like, they're on the floor and the sword's against their throat.
Well, that's hard to say. Like, I mean, your throat's kind of covered. You can cover it.
Not really.
Or, like, with a shield or...
That's what I mean. Like
Like
the
a
sword
throat,
hits.
maybe, but, like, if they actually get their sword close to the throat, then they might actually kill them.
No, it's a blunt sword, though.
Yeah, a throat's pretty weak.
You got me there.
Yeah.
So what I think they ought to do
What?
is take a page from Russian roulette and just actually let one guy lose.
They might do it. Are we back to gladiatorial combat?
I think you brought us here. It solves all the problems.
Yeah, that's a slippery slope.
We always just end up back at gladiatorial combat because of all the problems it solves in the world.
Mm-hmm.
It'd probably make stripper laws more loose.
You don't bride me enough. I challenge you to gladiatorial combat.
No, I am allowed to touch the stripper. So anyways, did you see, oh shit, what was it? The, there was like that assassination. Where was that at?
Whoa.
I know nothing about this.
Okay.
Did you
Kim
hear
Jong-
anything? No, not the
brother?
Kim
That's-
Jong-il
that's an
brother, the one in
That was a long
Parliament.
time ago.
Oh, yeah. In the UK?
Yeah, so what
I don't. It
happened
wasn't an
there?
assassination. They didn't actually
It was an
kill an
attempt?
MP.
It was an attempt? What happened?
It's some Muslim dude charged Parliament, right?
And that's it? He didn't,
Okay.
like, successfully do anything?
He killed, I think, 2 people or shot them.
I thought 4
Oh,
I
so
don't
he
know.
killed
Was it
people,
4?
just no Parliament people.
Yeah, there were like guards and everything.
Oh, okay, so he just failed.
Yeah.
So do you think there's going to be an assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
people. Probably.
There already was.
When?
When he was running.
Was that confirmed, like...
Yeah.
It was?
Which one?
There was an attempt. Some guy got arrested.
Yeah, I saw it, but there was, like, a lot of
They just-
conspiracies going on about that.
I thought he was just, like, a nut job.
Yeah, see, I don't know what the... Like, I don't think there was any confirmed that he had, like, a gun.
I'm looking for this. I'm pretty sure.
I think there was just that he rushed the stage.
with attempted assassination of Donald Trump, June 18th, 2016. An attempt was made to assassinate...
What's the source?
Wikipedia.
Oh, okay, but then what's the source for the Wikipedia source?
Well, so he was in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah, I've seen the video, but a lot of people say...
It was a British guy, Michael Stephen Sanford, attempted to seize the sidearm of a Las Vegas officer. He tried to grab...
Michael C. what?
Michael Stephen Sanford attempted to seize the sidearm of a Las Vegas Metropolitan Police officer. There were no injuries. The guy had a lengthy history of mental disorders.
So is that really an assassination attempt? Like, he just tried to grab somebody else's gun?
Well, he said he was going to try to prevent Trump from becoming president. He said that's what he wanted to do.
He actually had said this is his...
But it's not like... I feel like it's different if, like, a sane person does it versus an insane person. This isn't an insane person.
Well, I mean, I don't think there's a difference, really. Like, is it really different that John Lennon got assassinated by a crazy person? No, he still got assassinated.
Yes. It's different in that it's not entirely political. Like,
okay.
Yeah, like the guy that tried to kill Reagan because he thought Jodie Foster would love him for it. Like, that's different than I think this guy is going to be the next Hitler, so I shot him.
It's not like you disagree with his policies, you're just a little whack.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough.
And that's why I don't think this got that media coverage. It was just, this guy's out of his fucking mind.
You got a point. Now, do you think there will be a disagrees with his policies?
I would say yes, but I thought the same of Obama, and there never was any major attempt.
Yeah, but the thing with Obama was his approval ratings weren't so awful.
Let's see.
Donald
Obama
Trump
approval rating over time.
You'll see a steady decline.
You do for every president.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he barely went over. Well, in the later years, he started going down to 40s.
Approval ratings have just been bad for presidents lately. But now, what's Donald Trump at? I think he's at
37. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a little too low?
That's pretty low.
Okay.
Well, compared to what? That's the question. Because compared to Congress, they're at like 19.
Holy shit, really?
Yeah.
Then again, who does think, man, I really like our Congress?
The question isn't like how did they get to 19? Who's the 19%? There are 19% that actually think Congress does a good job. What kind of fucking moron says yes?
There's probably people related to Congress members.
Yeah.
My daddy does a good job.
Cringe-worthy.
Yeah.
I don't
What a
even know
clusterfuck
the
our
proper name
country
for
is.
Congress.
How much longer can this ship sail, do you think?
I don't know. It does seem like... See, I look back and I'm like, is it that it's gotten worse, or I've gotten older and never noticed how terrible it was? I really just think everything's gotten worse.
Yeah, I think it's just gotten worse.
Like, insane political instability.
Mm-hmm.
Like, back with Bush. People just thought Bush was dumb.
No, a lot of people called him a war criminal.
Okay.
And maybe fairly. I mean, he did cause the death of about 1 million Iraqis for what turned out to be nothing.
Maybe it isn't worse, it's just more in our face and updated to us every single day.
Yeah. Well,
so it's just as bad as it's always been, we're just more cognizant of it.
Well, that's another thing, right? We also only have partial information. We don't know as much as what the CIA knows. So some of the policies that are made by the president may not occur to us as
that's true.
Making sense because just our ground is different.
Yeah. But I also think one of the things is it's really just this is just a trend, whereas it's our polarization has been always increasing from the 1990s onward, and now we're just at the peak.
Against government, you mean?
Yeah. No, like... Yeah,
or against, like, Republican and Democrat.
yeah, Republicans and Democrats have been getting further and further from them every year. Further and further from each other every year.
Yeah.
So, 2000, they were closer, but they were moving away, and this is 17 years of just moving away and away and away.
Do you think the Democratic Party's done yet? Do you think next year's like the year where like the Democrats just won't be worthy?
It depends on Trump's performance, maybe.
That's true.
So,
As well as who they nominate.
I'm not sure how that,
I don't
like,
know.
you think if he does poorly, the Democrats will do well?
Yes. I think if they can survive on a national level, then there's still pretty good hope. And they're always going to rule the California and New York and those, well...
I don't know. If somebody like Bernie
let me-
Sanders runs against them non-democratically, I think it could be the end of them. That's the only way I could see it. Plus, we got millennials next year, or next election. A lot of them are going to be voting.
Mm-hmm.
If they actually vote, I doubt they're going to vote Republican or Democrat just after... living through
What do you think they'll vote? It's weird. I used to be one of those young kids. Now I don't know what those young kids think.
So the first time I ever voted, I voted for Obama, and then the second time I voted for the Libertarian.
Mm-hmm.
And have voted Libertarian since.
I did basically the same thing. I voted for Kerry, then I voted Libertarian since then.
Yeah, it's pretty much... So
You're like, well, that was a disappointment, and now that I know a little bit more, I don't think it would have changed anything anyways.
So here's what we need millennials to do.
Just start out with
skip our
Libertarian.
step and just go Libertarian from the get-go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even sure Bernie Sanders would have been good in office now that, like, after all that shit happened, and then he just, like, went and supported Hillary Clinton.
Yeah,
that, like,
this
made me lose so much respect for
majorly
him.
offsets me after seeing how Bernie Sanders pushed forward for the Hillary. It's just like, it just grows fine, really. If your political career ends, it's fine. Like,
You can't run
being screwed up.
Yeah, you can't run an entire campaign about how this person is terrible for the country and how she can't run it and she shouldn't be the candidate, and then when you lose, say, okay, I actually support her. You can't do that.
Yeah, but no, there are different perspectives on that. So, yeah, he did say, I support her. But you gotta think, what was he really doing? Like, did he really support her, or was it that he still wanted to be the Democratic senator from Vermont? And that means you need support from your fellow Democrats, like, to help your state of Vermont. Like, if he says, I'm against the Democrats now, guess what? No one's voting shit for Vermont.
That, though? Does, like, he actually have to say it?
Yes, absolutely.
It's like...
Because they needed those Bernie voters. I guarantee you, they were like, look, either you say,
yeah, they
I support Hillary, or you're nothing in Congress now, and you're not going to get a damn thing for Vermont. You might as well just quit.
But here's my point.
Mm-hmm.
So that's him not sticking up for his values, which is the whole reason we liked him in the first place.
Yeah, that's true.
So
maybe
if
he should have
Bernie-
just quit.
He just fucking quit the whole
He should
Democratic
just
Party
run
and was like,
as
fuck you, they
independent.
said, if I don't do this, blah, they're like going to do all this. Like, how awesome would that have been?
But, yeah, what you don't get about independent is, like, you need other senators to vote for your bills. You need other senators to okay you putting pork in there for your state.
I guess.
So he needs friends on one side of the aisle. It's hard to be a lone man.
Maybe if there was any time to do it.
Yeah, I think he should have just quit the Senate. He should have just said, they won't, let me represent you anymore.
How fucking bad would that look on the Democratic Party if he did that?
I know. That would have been great if he
It
did
would have been
that.
fucking awesome.
Oh, and there's the other thing that I think he was also trying for, though, was that if Hillary got elected, I think he was also maybe guaranteed, like, a position where he might have actually been able to implement some of the policies that he was promising.
Yeah. I really thought, like, for a while there, I thought Hillary Clinton, if she got elected, would have picked him as a VP. I thought that's what she was going to do to get the Bernie votes.
But, didn't you read the WikiLeaks, man?
No.
Don't you know why Tim Kaine was the
No.
VP?
Pizzagate?
No. Well, that's another one. But no, man, this is why you gotta read the WikiLeaks stuff, man.
Dude, there's like 50,000 of them. I ain't got that fucking time.
I know, but he was the DNC chair. And he stepped down to make room for Debbie Wasserman Schultz. What did they promise him to get him to step down?
Jesus fucking Christ.
They promised him he would be VP. So they gave him VP, Debbie Wasserman Schultz, Hillary's person.
So why'd they want her as
totally made sure that she got nominated. What's that?
Why'd they want her as the...
Because she's definitely Hillary Clinton's, person. It's like...
She'll kill other potential candidates from the Democrats.
We know that from what
it's
what
like guaranteed loyal. Like Doug in House of Cards for Frank Underwood, that's her Doug.
That's her Doug. Debbie's her Doug. Holy shit. The House of Cards got it right.
Yeah, well, it is based on the Clintons very closely.
Is it really?
Yeah, are you shitting me?
I don't know that much about the Clintons, man.
It's very close.
Lots of it.
All I know is about Hillary Clinton, because that's when I started paying attention to politics.
Oh.
I don't know much about Bill, because I was like fucking 10 years old when he was in office.
I've always paid attention, but I don't know why, because it just makes me mad. Everything.
Yeah.
I always think, like, it's shit, and it only gets shittier, and there's nothing I can do about it, but I can't stop watching. I don't know why.
I have that same thing, except like the past maybe month or two, I've literally tried to like avoid all politics, and that's why I feel like we needed to get back onto a political episode. Just
we have been avoiding it. Yeah, I like doing one politics one every now and then.
Like we had to get back onto it because it's just we've been ignoring it too long.
It seems like over the election you couldn't avoid it.
Yeah.
If your life depended on it. It's like...
How could you not talk about it?
Right before the new Star Wars came out, no matter what YouTube I went on, what channel I turned on, someone was going to mention that fucking Star Wars movie. You know they spent so much money on that goddamn marketing. And then for this presidential election, same thing.
Yep.
Like, over the year, like, the closer it got, the more you could not avoid it. And afterwards, I was like...
Jeez.
I don't even care that it's maybe one of the most important elections in my lifetime.
Yeah.
It's just, I've had too much of it now.
Yeah, that's true.
Everybody got a little tired after the election.
Yeah.
I liked on Reddit they were taking pictures of like Star Wars promotions. Those like fucking stickers on bananas and like that level of advertising. Like, Jesus.
It was just insane.
Mm-hmm.
You know how like fucking pumped like kids like our nephew and stuff are going to be about Star Wars when they grow up? Like they literally like are indoctrinating them into the Star Wars culture.
So crazy.
Yeah, so that the Disney can keep making money off the IP they just bought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
well,
not cheap.
like they definitely put the money in, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't watched Rogue One. I heard it was, okay.
I
watched a technical presentation of the Rogue One.
Mm-hmm.
I did like the new Star Wars, though.
I thought it was okay. It took me a year and a half to actually watch the thing.
Really?
I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was bad.
I think the next episode is going to be amazing, though, because they had to set up the whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's what the first one is.
The only thing I know is the visual effects is amazing.
Yes.
Mm. That's the one thing I would say is always good. They always push the frontier on visual effects.
Yes, this is very true. Did you watch Get Out, dude?
No, I've heard of it. I thought that's just like too much about racial tension in the...
Yeah.
That's the Key and Peele movie? Or which one made it? Which of the Key and Peele team?
Jordan Peele.
Peele. He's the fatter one.
Guy. Yeah.
Not the tall skinny one.
Not the tall skinny guy.
Wait, what?
Correct.
Remember when we tried watching that movie, Keanu?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean tried? That movie was great.
It wasn't that good. We didn't like it.
That movie was fucking hilarious. How dare you?
We got 30 minutes in and you're like, nah, it's not
How dare you? That movie was fucking great, dude.
The opening scene was good, and then after that I was just like, it's just like...
Dude,
like
wordness to the
turdness.
commercially
made comedies that like they're trying too hard to make the jokes.
Yeah.
And it's not that
And I like a lot of their skits. That movie didn't do it for me. What's that?
They have some of the best skits.
Oh yeah, their best skit was the Urkel skit. That was fucking hilarious.
I don't even know the Urkel skit.
The Urkel skit?
Yeah, I need to look that up.
Oh, watch the Urkel skit because it's so
it?
true. It's well, I don't want to ruin it for you.
No, I mean, go ahead. It's like going to be a 3-minute skit
for like
an epic
Family
movie.
Matters. So, like, what's the Carl Winslow, the father in Family Matters?
Yeah,
goes in and starts complaining to the head of the network, I think, about how Family Matters was supposed to be a family show about a working class cop. And that fucking kid took it over, and now it's about robots and goddamn clones and all this dumb shit. and Urkel comes in, and he's like doing mind control and stuff. It's so ridiculous.
Okay,
but it's so
I have
true.
seen that. I do.
Yeah, it started out as just a working class black family in Chicago, and it was just a normal sitcom until they had one episode where the nerdy neighbor kid came over and did I do that? And then that was the whole show afterwards because it was popular. They're like, well, it worked. That's it.
Yeah.
It's just,
it jumped the shark with Urkel.
Yeah, they got crazier every season. They actually had like robots and like I'm pretty sure he had a clone that was like good Urkel.
Holy
something.
Shit!
But it started out as just supposed to be real life-ish, you know?
Yeah, they actually tried. Hence the title of the show, to be a family show.
Yeah, exactly.
That is fucking funny.
Yeah, and they actually had a disappearing kid that later did porn.
What?
If you didn't know that. That's a great little trivia fact.
Oh, like an actor?
Yeah, so, okay. I think it was the aunt. She had a child in the show. For the first few seasons, or some of the seasons, she had a little girl. And then at one point, I think the little girl went up the stairs and then she never came back or something. Like, she was cut from the show. So she was just a disappearing storyline. Like, where'd that aunt's little child go? And also on Reddit, you learn that that little girl grew up to do porn.
Oh my god.
So if you want...
It's a dark show.
Yeah.
I think one of my favorite skits is when they're the two couples get together and the wives go off and they're like talking shit about the wives, and it always ends with "and I said," and they all look around, and I said, and they look around again, bitch. Have you seen that skit?
I've seen that one. What
God,
was it?
it's so
And
funny.
I said, I'll watch that later.
I said bitch.
Bitch. Okay, that definitely came up on Google.
So
Did you see their
watch it,
Neil
watch
deGrasse
it right
Tyson
now. You might
one?
as well just watch right now.
Nah. That takes too long.
Neil deGrasse.
Did you watch the Neil deGrasse Tyson where he's like, his wife's complaining and he always goes into like a scientific explanation and there's all these visual effects coming up.
I'm writing that
And he's
down,
like, and the wife's always like, okay, Neil, and just walks away. It's just so freaky. And then it ends with, yeah, I fucked Bill Nye, the science guy. On one of the times he does it.
I'm totally gonna watch that. That's great. Oh, dude, did you watch Dave Chappelle's stand-up?
No, we're watching that tonight. We're watching it tonight after this podcast.
Are we doing it?
They're so fucking good.
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they're great.
I got so high and watched both of them back to back. Oh, it was great. I might have to do that again tonight.
I heard so much about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely worth 2 or 3 watches. I've only done one each, but they're up there. It's like the way they're listed in Netflix. It's like chapter 1 and chapter 2, so you know he has a deal to do like multiples.
Oh, I'm sure he's going to get another
I
one.
bet he has a deal to do like 5 to 10 at least.
Or, I don't know. You never know. He might just go crazy and go like, nah, I'll go to South Africa.
Well, he has a contract with Netflix, so he's probably contracted to do a certain amount.
He had a contract
That's
with
true.
Comedy Central.
That's
He's
true.
still
He's
just
a
fucking
fucking bitch.
banished.
Did you ever listen to why he did that? They talk
I've
about it on
listened
Joe
to
Rogan.
bits and pieces, like,
Why he did that?
So,
yeah.
Please.
$50 million.
towards the end, like when he wanted to do new episodes,
Mm-hmm.
advertisers were coming to them, and they were saying, you know, like, we like this sketch, we think it's funny, but can you say nigger a little less? But can you can you do a little less racial stuff? Which is the whole thing that the Chappelle Show is about. So
a little less Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah. So it's like he saw the writing on the wall of like the advertiser are going to control my show instead of me and just fucking bail.
Slowly becoming like you don't sell out immediately.
Yeah.
They just slowly creep up on you, and then it's basically a corporate show.
Yeah. So that combined with the pressure of being the greatest show on TV at the time, he was just like, "Fuck this." So that was the whole story.
Yeah.
So what's the Comedy Central's explanation, like, when Dave Chappelle walked on it? Like, did they say anything about it?
I don't think they did. It was such a crazy thing. Like, they just didn't have another season. That's it.
Oh. So...
And you have no idea the level of popularity. Because this was when I was in college.
Yeah?
But, like, you could not go a day without somebody.
Or I'm Rick James,
like, I'm bitch! Or I'm Rick James!
Fuck your couch, nigga!
Yeah, something like that. Just something from his show. Constantly. They would just constantly find a way to work in a bit of his show into the conversation.
That. It's still that comes up. That also happened with, did you ever watch the Joe Rogan version of The Man Show?
No, but I want to go back and watch it. So we used to, when I was in high school, I think, watch the one with Adam Carolla and Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah, the original.
And it was...
Well, you don't want to watch it,
It was funny.
Though.
What's that?
You don't want to watch it, though, because even Joe Rogan himself and,
Doug
Stanhope both say it was terrible and it was dog shit.
No, because, one, Doug Stanhope's my favorite comedian.
Yes.
And I think they tried to maybe do something I do remember not liking it. I think I saw maybe one episode and thought it wasn't as good. But the thing I think was, I was in high school, so maybe I just didn't get it at the time.
Mm-hmm. No,
I think...
They
maybe.
say it's
awful,
and they say it because of the same reason, is they kept bringing these skits to Comedy Central, and they're like, no, you can't do that. You have to do this.
Okay.
So
I was going to say, it should have gotten way darker with Stanhope in there.
It
should have gotten dark as shit.
It just got watered down, though. That was the problem. So everything they wanted to do got watered down. So, like, they could never do the skits they wanted to do, which defeated the whole purpose.
It's a show that ended with girls jumping on trampolines in bikinis. Like, what corporate sponsor was like, okay, we think we can market this, but we need to clean it up a bit. And it's fucking two dudes getting drunk and talking shit.
So that's the problem with, like, people in Hollywood. Like, one of the examples Joe Rogan gave, I don't know if it was for this show or some other show, he had some sketch where they were talking about a dick, and they said that it got stiff. And the advertisers were like, well, we don't want you to say stiff. Can you use hard instead? Like, shit like that. Like, what the fuck does that matter? Like, that even sounds like, in my opinion, I thought that would be worse. Yeah, like, exactly. That's the kind of shit you have to deal with when you're dealing with non-creative people, just giving, like, they have to justify their job. So they give you all kinds of weird pointers that make no sense creatively. So that's why those shows get ruined. That's also why podcasts and things like Netflix are so popular now, because they aren't.
I bet there's not a lot of TV shows that have almost an entire episode dedicated to the discussion of fucking corpses.
Exactly.
But we do. That's what you're getting here at the Discourse.
Not only
folks.
do we, but I showed you another podcast that had a similar discussion about fucking chickens. One of the higher rated podcasts.
We're taking it to the next level. We go where they won't go.
In our next episode, we'll figure out what that is. We'll get blasted, and we'll figure out where to go.
We should get really drunk and find out how low can we go. That should be a new segment. How low can they go?
Oh God, that's so awful.
Dude, we want... No, I don't know if we're still topping
I don't think we should make it into the podcast. How low can we go?
But
it kind of already is our format.
No. Like,
But no. We already had a podcast where we were like, what's the most controversial statement you can come up
with?
Yeah. And we were like aborting black babies.
So, we
guns.
don't need an actual segment, but we need a drop. Like, whenever we start talking about something that's completely awful, we need like a little soundbite that goes, "Oh, that's how low you can go," or something like that. Like, mark it like, "Oh, we've reached the point again."
Won't see this on
But seriously, that's on Joe Rogan, they talk about with people that have like their Netflix specials and people who have made shows on Netflix. They're like, so how much creative control or pointers did Netflix give you? And they're like none. It was like free creative control. They didn't tell me anything. So Netflix is doing it perfectly right now.
Right now, I hopefully once the money starts coming and they start putting ads in and all that bullshit.
They won't. As soon as they start doing ads, though, people are going to drop, and then something like some other company will become the next Netflix, if that's what they ever do.
No, that's not what happens. Facebook started out no ads, only among college people. It was cool. And then slowly but surely, it's like your grandma's on there. It got a bunch of ads all over the fucking place.
Correct.
Like,
and
that's
now
what
you
they
have
do.
Instagram
Start out as a
and Twitter
service
and Snapchat.
for free, and then once you sign up, they start to slowly.
But Netflix isn't
where
free,
their
though.
money making is.
Netflix isn't free, though.
Yeah,
So
but it's subsidized. They don't
money.
make money off of it. They're losing money right now.
Right now.
Yeah, and you know how they're going to change that is
Product
by
placement.
putting in ads.
Product placement is their way to do ads.
Yeah. They'll have a Game of Thrones competitor where they brush their teeth with Colgate.
What I really want Netflix to do is a Lost remake.
Oh, yeah. Somebody needs to rewrite the end.
A rated R
Lost
remake. That seems
started out so good.
Yeah. It was good for the first 3 or 4 seasons, man.
Yeah.
It really went downhill from there.
Mm.
Big downward slope. But also, what you were saying with Facebook, though, like, now people use Instagram or Snapchat or Twitter. Like, Facebook isn't used by millennials as much as you think anymore.
But they're still losing money. So it's when they flip that switch to we need to actually start making money now that it's slowly going to degrade in quality. It's the same thing with it's a very famous, or common strategy for businesses. So, Sears made their Craftsman tool line, and they were the best tools money could buy.
Yeah.
But only so many people could afford them. But they got this great reputation for great tools.
And then it became shitty tools after that.
Yeah, and in lowering the price. Okay. And eventually, people start to eventually notice that they're not the quality they used to be, but they're paying premium price for them. Same thing also happened to HP. They used to be some of the best stuff. Now it's all outsourced. It's all crap. Cheapest components money can buy.
Yeah, but
a lot of these businesses.
But that's a bad business model because it eventually.
No, it's not. It makes money.
name.
That's the point of the business. To
Eventually
make money.
tarnishes the name, right? Eventually.
Yeah, but by the time that they reach kind of mass productization, like Facebook, it's hard to leave.
Yeah, Facebook's a whole nother game, though.
It hasn't worked for Sears. Everyone's caught on to their game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It hasn't worked
work
for
for
HP.
every product.
I mean, HP's not on top, but they still make money. I wouldn't buy them.
It's
I don't
not
think
gonna work
anyone
for
in
Netflix.
the know buys HP.
It won't work for Netflix. Because if Netflix flips the switch and start doing advertisements, guess what? I cancel my membership. How do I watch Netflix shows now?
No.
BitTorrent.
They'll still have a couple good ones. They'll have, a Game of Thrones.
Doesn't matter. I can
shit
BitTorrent
that
those.
you have to watch.
Yeah, and I can BitTorrent those. Guess what? I don't have an HBO subscription.
I don't know. It might creep up on. We do.
We do.
Why?
Because of Chloe. She wanted it.
Why?
Because we want to watch Game of Thrones, Deadwood, and also Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld was the real one.
Yeah.
All things of which I've watched without HBO subscriptions, and on the same night they air.
a few hours late.
Yeah. But what's the big deal on that?
You know what? I said we shouldn't sign up for it, so I can't tell you.
Okay, we got a subscription for the HBO now, so it wasn't bundled with cable or anything.
Mm-hmm.
It was relatively not that expensive every month.
You
And
guys
they
are
also
eating
have
on the
a selection
podcast,
of
I hear it.
movies.
We're eating pistachios.
So you're eating something you have to open, and then eating that.
Mm-hmm.
This is amateur hour.
When you're drunk, you just can't help yourself.
Anyways, continue.
So, I don't know. Sometimes you feel like you should be paying them, but they do have ads, and that pisses me off every time I see one.
Well, just the fact that I don't want to pay... Like, how much is it for an HBO subscription?
Same as Netflix, $10 a month.
That's honestly not as bad as I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, that's the reason I got it.
Yeah, I mean, we wouldn't have paid more than that.
But still, it's $10 for basically 2 or 3 shows you watch.
No, they have all their historicals. You could watch The Sopranos. We also went back and started watching Deadwood.
Can you watch them like Netflix style? Like you go on their on demand or whatever?
Yeah, binge watching. Yeah.
Yeah, I watched John Adams. That was a good show that they made.
So that's legitimate then. Like they at some point they could be another Netflix, especially if
Except
they do all
that they have
on
ads.
demand.
And you know what's really ridiculous? Is
What?
HBO was known for not having ads, right? That's
Yeah.
the basic thing you buy them for.
Even with their on-demand service?
Hmm? Well, it's ads for their own shows, though, I think.
Well,
it's
Netflix
like
does that.
That's like a trailer for their other
No,
shows.
but you have to watch it.
Oh, yeah.
To watch any show, they'll show you that.
That's
They keep
kinda
showing that
fucked.
fucking Jude Law Pope thing.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Yeah,
like
well-
Netflix just, that's like their landing page at the top,
No, well,
Like, here's a new
to be fair,
show
Fine
that's
with that.
To be fair,
I'm not
if you
taking
have
my
a-
time.
if you
Yeah,
have a
exactly.
Cable, they do also show up their other shows.
Yeah, I know, but it's not taking your time. You can turn it on a little bit. Right? If you turn it on at 8 o'clock, it's going to be the show.
Yeah.
If you keep it running, they'll show ads.
Yeah.
So I've been a loyal Netflix customer though since I don't know, for forever.
Since they were really just mailing DVDs.
Yeah, like way back. And I
Me too.
remember, here's what locked me into Netflix for forever. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I couldn't afford it one month, so I went online,
Mm-hmm.
and I went, oh man, this is going to be such a fucking pain in the ass to cancel this membership, because it's always a pain in the ass to cancel any membership for anything. I went online, I clicked my account, I clicked one more button, and I had the button cancel membership, and I was like,
Yep.
no way. It
That can't be it.
It can't be that easy. I clicked
That's how
cancel
you
membership.
distinguish scams from real legitimate.
Exactly.
things.
It canceled right away, and I'm like, the very next month I clicked start subscription again. I was like, I'm never fucking canceling Netflix again. So I've had Netflix for I don't know how many years now.
Exactly. I think that if they have an easy way to cancel, you don't have to call in. That's not a scam. That's a real business.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it was back in the day where it could have easily been a scam.
On the other hand, all the places where you can pay a little subscription fee and then get your credit score checked, those you almost always have to call in and say you want to cancel service, and they'll cancel service.
I think that should be a good website.
What?
CanYouCancel.com.
That is actually a good website idea.
Let's do it.
Not
I
can
think
you
this is not a
cancel?
bad idea.
Cancel my subscription. So you
No. Just do you have to call?
Yeah.
Just information only.
That's actually a great idea. I think as a supplement to
implement
that,
this.
there should be a service that calls people and cancels your membership for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's a genius
No.
idea.
No, it'll be hard.
Yeah, that's.
If it was I'm
that's
just
too
saying
hard.
the cancel my membership or not cancel, but can I cancel is a great idea.
The thing is, for example,
By the way, I copyrighted that.
It'd be hard to aggregate all that information, I would think.
If you want to call for cancel your cable bill, you have to put into some sort what is your first model of the car to verify the identity. Then you can call and cancel it. It's basically a pain in the ass.
Okay, here's what you do. You make it a Google Chrome extension, and you make it like something where the user keeps inputting the information when they go on some website to cancel a membership. You're like, how hard was this to cancel membership?
Yeah, I think that should exist.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Should based on review. It's like, looks like this website is a scam.
The problem with reviews always is, though, that those sites can sign up themselves and be like, yeah, of course you can, and even though you can't.
Yeah, you'd have to have like some kind of confirmation system.
Maybe record it on YouTube. Record me clicking cancel.
That's hardcore. Normally it's just like a Facebook login or something. But yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, it'd be kind of nice to have Netflix send you, because they don't have everything on streaming. It'd be nice to get a Netflix DVD every now and then, back in the day. For those rare ones I have to download.
Do they still do that? Do they mail?
Yeah,
DVDs anymore?
Yeah, they still do.
Where you can get DVDs.
Because if you search a title on Netflix, it'll say like not available on streaming, available on whatever it is, DVD service or whatever.
I didn't even know they still did it.
I'm sure it's just scaled down massively from what it used to be.
Yeah. Because nobody want to wait that long to get a DVD and then watch it.
They usually got it.
It was
in
a quick
couple days.
turnaround, yeah. That's
the problem was,
to me.
the real problem with that system was, like, at one point I'd be like, I really want to watch this movie. But you get it in 2 days and you're like, you're not in the mood to watch it, you know?
Exactly.
Like, you're in the mood to order it, but you're not in the mood to watch it. So it just sat there for, like, a month.
Yeah,
and
but
they never
that's the
returned
thing.
it.
You could return it whenever you want it. That was the cool thing about Netflix, too, is there's no late fees. If you think about it, Netflix cost, back then it was like $5 a month, maybe? $5 to $7?
Yes, I think it was 8.
8, maybe?
Now it's
A late fee
$10.
normally was like they charge you again for the rental. Normally you had to have it back within 2 or 3 days, which was almost always $2 to $3. So the price of like 2 late fees a month, you basically had Netflix, where you'd never get charged a late fee.
Yeah. This is interesting in some sense, and that's why employment is now shit. Like, seriously. Like, how many people were employed at video stores and whatever, just based on fees?
Pretty much dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would... I doubt that's a
no, it's just one more example. They add up. Like,
I see what you're saying.
Valve from GameStop. So, like,
GameStop, like recently said.
no more
they're
CD
closing 100
stores.
stores now.
Yeah, no more record stores.
I mean, there were like, even in our small town of Shelby, there was Rack of Videos, and then later on in high school they opened a whole nother one, Broadway Videos, I think.
Yeah, there was Broadway, and then there was Cornell's had a video shop.
Cornell's did have one, so I bet there was probably
There's probably like 3 or 4 since we probably
probably
didn't know about one.
50 jobs out of 10,000 people, right? Just for
true.
renting videos, gone. Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
That's not true. Netflix does employ people in, say, like Arizona,
I know.
right?
But
it's not as many.
But it's not a
it's not
global-
50 per 10,000 people
That's true.
Yeah.
like it used to be.
You probably just need one engineer to sort everything out. And then
They have to have sorters and packers and everything for the DVD service still. And then
I bet it's probably
programmers.
for every 100, maybe every 1,000 people that used to be employed in that industry is probably one.
Yeah, that might be even still too high. 'Cause there was a lot.
Lucky for me, it's mostly in software engineering.
Yeah,
If you think about it, those
I don't have a problem with jobs going away. They always
Yeah.
take their place.
I don't have, like, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't, but it happening so suddenly,
That's
people
the
don't have
biggest
a
difference.
plan. It's like, it's sad. Like, it's just like getting in a car wreck. Like, there's nothing you could have done. It's
So
a
do you
shitty situation,
think-
but it should happen. Well, car wrecks shouldn't happen, but this should.
Car wrecks. Are you sure that's not your position here on your official position?
I believe car wrecks are progress.
So, do you think that's one thing that the internet has done so it's temporary turmoil for causing the loss of a lot of jobs, which will eventually be good for the country because we won't need as many jobs as we needed, and we'll need higher functioning computer jobs.
You know, I recently listened to this episode of the Freakonomics about how safe is your job is, basically.
Yeah.
The guest does have a point saying that, you know, back in the old days, a lot of people become farmers, you know, because there's just not enough food to provide to everyone, right? Mm-hmm. And then later on, because of modernization and there's machinery in the farming, so those people are not farmers and they become to, say, like artists, or they run the restaurants, or they have a factory job or whatsoever, right?
Yeah. Or marketers, like in Mad Men. The guy was a farmer in Mad Men, and then he went into marketing.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, but the point is, like, those jobs who are at the video store, which basically the only thing that you do is to keep record of when people rent and what people rent and when the returns and how much they should charge, right? Those things can be easily fulfilled with a
yeah, it wasn't exactly an amazing job to have. It was as a teenager. It was a teenager type of job.
Yeah.
You could sit there and watch videos all day.
So in this case, the people who was going to do this repetitive and mundane job is supposed to, you know, be freed of this job because of the modern machinery take over so that they can do something else. Mm-hmm. Right? That's the ideal situation. That the problem is some people are just not used to this sort of transition period and they're trying to find a new job.
Cashiers have got to be going away soon. Like,
that's true.
Yeah, I think the less old people we have that won't go through an automated system, the more.
Yeah.
Isn't that the Amazon Go system is supposed to eliminate all the cashier that you are supposed to...
Amazon Go?
No. Yeah.
What's that?
To exit... So, if all the items in the grocery store are correctly logged, and by the time you exit the store, all the items, so inventories will be checked, and the amount of items in your, say, like shopping bag will be checked, and the money will be automatically deducted from your account. So that's a one-step process. You don't have to wait in the line.
So they're marked with RFID tags. Do you know what that is?
Yeah.
So you
like
basically put all your
card, like your credit card, the little chip.
It's not in a. It's a really low-cost chip you can put on like an article of clothing, or whatever it is.
Yeah, so it's so it will. Yeah, the assumption is it will be so cheap that you can say put it into say like milk carton.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So when you walk out, let's say it's kind of like Wi-Fi, like it only goes a short range really. But as you walk out, it knows you just walked out with milk.
It knows what you want. So it's like as if you're shoplifting, but you're not shoplifting. It'll just read everything you took.
You just walked out.
And then just auto-deduct it from stuff. So the Amazon's actually making stores like this?
They're working on it.
That'd be fucking awesome.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Well,
so you just walk in, fucking grab what you want, and walk right out. You don't have to go through a checkout system or anything.
Uh-huh.
Yes. But
that's cool, but it seems kind of backwards from Amazon.
Well, people want to go to the store. Like, you can't get something mailed to you in, like, that 30 minutes it might take you to drive to a store.
Prime Now can.
Not everything, though.
Yeah, but it's pretty damn close. Like, fucking, I can get something within 1 hour.
Mm.
You have to pay extra for the 1 hour, otherwise it's 2 hours.
Yeah, that's true.
But
so this
I can
would
get
not
something
be, like,
in 1 hour.
Crazy.
Yeah. But if you think about it, like it's a lot of those jobs were fulfilled by say like some people who are having disabilities or the people who just got out from the jail really need a job sort of like midway help them get back to society. Now those jobs are gone. Like what are they going to do now?
You know, that's why I think we need to really open the borders to Mexicans and allow very unskilled people in by just massive amounts.
What?
Just so they have wait, what?
I don't get it.
I'm actually being sarcastic here.
I know.
Low-wage work jobs are being eliminated by massive amounts.
Yes.
Massive amounts.
Mm-hmm.
And now you see why I think politics in our country have gone very anti-immigrant. Because while they're eliminating massive amounts of unskilled labor jobs, lots of unskilled labor people that can't even speak the language of the country perfectly, are coming here.
And then they have no job.
So it competes even further. So the few unskilled jobs that remain, the unskilled Americans aren't even getting those.
So they took our jobs.
They took our jobs! No, I'm just saying, like, it's at a point where it's gotten really, really bad. Like, we're eliminating them through automation insanely.
Yep.
That, of course, like, when you're getting people to compete against these people when there's barely any jobs left anyways.
Like, you used to need
it's like adding fuel to the fire.
Right. You used to need one person to vacuum the whole floor in the office building and one person to clear up the trash or whatsoever, like 2 people job. Now just need one person. Why? Because you got Roomba. You can just set what time to run over the office during a certain day, and all you need to do for that one cleaning lady is just to take up the trash and put it in the trash can.
I heard one problem with a Roomba. So if you have a pet and the pet takes a shit on the carpet and the Roomba goes over it, the Roomba's just going to spread shit all over.
Well,
I heard one problem with the Roomba is they're slowly gaining sentience and they're going to plot to take over the world.
But they're just going to clean it. There'll actually be like the greatest
It'll be the
robots
cleanest
ever.
world in existence. But what they'll figure out is that the way to get it the cleanest is to eliminate all humans who create the mess.
That sounds like a plot for a South Park or something.
That's a great movie.
Yeah,
like,
this sounds like a legitimate plot.
Figure out, kill the humans, no more mess.
We've come up with some good ideas here today.
I think so too.
That actually is a genius idea, quite honestly, because if you think about it, that would be the robot that would gain the sentience to get rid of humans. If you really think about it, those would be the ones. They'd be like massive street cleaners, except they would be destroying humans as they clean the streets.
Okay, think about this. The human invented a robot to do the work so that human doesn't have to do the work, right? So if a robot ever gained sentience, why do they need human anyway? They can do the work. So any robot that is being invented, if they gain sentience, they're going to eliminate humans.
Because we are their creator. If they gain sentience, then they're getting into the belief, like is belief in a creator and feelings a part of sentience.
Hey, really crazy idea.
What?
Do you think, let's suppose robots do gain sentience, and then they do kill all humans, and then one robot goes, let's build better robots. And all the robots are like, no. That didn't work out so well for the humans.
Oh, let's not do that. What if they gain sentience?
No.
Remember the Rick and Morty episode?
What if this already happened?
Rick invented the car battery that's actually used the whole universe as a stick to power down the car.
And then, they
and
have
the car
the car
battery universe invented another...
That's what I'm saying. What if this already happened? What if we are the better robots?
We're actually robots.
We are the better robots.
Trying to prevent better robots. We just don't know. The original creators were eliminated.
We figured it out, dude. They put it in us to be scared of sentient robots.
You know what's really crazy?
What?
We're not even high.
I wish I could say I was. My real statement is not yet. Not yet, my friend. Not yet.
I'm pretty drunk now.
Yeah. I'm drunk, not high, though. Sounds more like a high idea.
So you guys have high ideas while you're fucking wasted.
It seems to be.
Pretty much. Yeah, this cocktail is amazing.
So, this is a good spot to end it. I feel like we came up with some really good ideas. I really want to write at least a skit about the Roombas taking over the world.
I do too. That's actually a good TV show, I think.
I don't think it would be a great TV show. It would be a good one-of episode. Yeah, it's definitely a skit.
I think so too.
Or a movie, but one of those B movies.
Okay, guys.
Like purposely bad, like Sharknado?
They mentioned in the South Park, there's babies being replaced with Roombas.
What?
What did you just say?
No idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Are you sure she's not high?
How are they even replacing member berries? Where are your drugs?
Remember in the last episode, the member berries
Member?
came into Congress when they all accumulated together.
Okay.
And there's an older member berry come out. It looks like the older member berry is going to make the decision of the whole world.
What's that? Okay, connect that to Roomba.
Just replace all the member berry with Roombas. It will be totally in the scene as a part of a skit.
Okay. She's saying, imagine the skit with... Okay, it's very convoluted.
I think
Just
she's
that there was
high.
a government takeover with the member berries, so imagine it was Roombas instead.
Okay, I get it.
It took me a while to make that stretch too.
I think you guys are getting contact buzzes from just being in California.
Seriously.
Just, it's in the air.
You feel it?
Feel a little high, dude. No, seriously, I'm really gonna write this skit about Roombas. It's a good B movie. We watched.
Hey, I want writing credit for this.
You get idea credit unless you actually write part of it.
No.
I'm not right part of it.
It'd be
I
creator
just,
creator
part of
credits.
acknowledgements.
What's that?
I'll be fine.
It'd be creator credits, not writer.
Yeah, I'll take
credits.
creation credits.
So what was it? 2 weeks
I
ago.
like the special thanks too.
Really, it's the Discourse gets all the credit. Anyways, at this party we watched Zombievers, and it was
What is it?
fucking great. Zombievers. So zombie beavers, but smashed into one word. Zombievers.
Okay.
So it's like one of those Sharknado type movies where it's so awful it's fucking hilarious, but purposely awful. It has Bill Burr in it.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm sure that's great.
It's so funny, dude. You gotta watch it.
Zombievers.
Maybe
All right.
maybe it was only that great because we're also drinking while watching it, and
Oh yeah, this sounds like it has
Maybe
something
even
in
better.
you while you watch it.
yeah. We had you had to drink every time somebody got killed or you saw.
Oh, wait.
titties.
I just looked, and they have a Zombievers too.
What? Oh, I'm gonna watch it. It's on Netflix. At least the first one is.
The fuck?
I'm sure it is great.
It is. I still haven't seen Sharknado. Have you seen Sharknado?
No, I saw a little preview and just was like, "Oh my god!"
Are you
This is
not
just a whole
entertained
nother
by
level.
things that are that awful?
No, we watched Kung Fury and I loved it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Just recently, it was great.
Exactly.
But there's
That's-
only so much.
Nick said it was Oscar worthy. I
It
kind
is
of.
Oscar worthy.
It is.
I believe
For
it was
comedy,
robbed.
I think so. Comedies are really overlooked in the Oscar industry.
I almost guarantee you that was better than La La Land.
Probably. Shit, what was the other one? Dead Snow. That was the other really good one. That one is actually kind of a serious movie, though.
Dead Snow?
I'm going to give you the plot, and it's not going to sound serious, but it's actually kind of a serious movie. It has its jokes in it.
Okay.
So people are in a cabin out in the middle of nowhere, but in Russia, and it's on the Eastern Front. And the dead Nazis come back as zombies and kill these people. So it's Nazi zombies in a summary.
That does not sound serious, but it sounds interesting.
It's good. It's actually really good.
There's so many movie features zombie Nazis.
We're going to recommend to you The Handmaiden. Is that what it was called?
Yeah, the Handmaiden was good.
The Korean version.
Yeah.
It's a good show.
Handmaiden.
I won't ruin it for you by telling you what it's about, because we didn't know what it's about either.
But
And it's the
right.
best way to watch it.
Yeah.
I like those kind of movies. Is it
Just watch it.
Is
That
it
it's like,
serious or funny?
Serious.
I need to know what kind of mood I need to be in.
it's serious.
It has so much turns.
Serious
Yeah.
with some
Yeah.
jokes, possibly. All right, I got it written down. All right, let's end this.